Well, let's see how this goes. I don't have the charge beam, though, so we're still gonna have to do this regular here. Man, I would have loved to take him out with charged plasma beams. I tell you, that would have been awesome. I could have gone back to Norfair and looked. You know, I'm sure the charge beam is somewhere in there. Ah, but look at this. When you shoot the fireballs, your bullets just go right through them. You know what? I have the weirdest memory. Okay, when I said that just now, something about your bullets go right through them, it reminded me of this commercial for Kleenex that I saw when I was younger. And people were talking about how all other tissues fall apart when they blow their nose, and they say, when I blow my nose, it just blows right through them, and then this other guy comes up, he's like, blows right through them. And I remember thinking, God, it's just like me, you know? It doesn't matter, you could give me a piece of sandpaper to blow my nose into, and I would blow through that. I would blow through a metal plate. That's how powerful my nose is. Anyway, so here's the thing though. One day that commercial was on while I was jacking off, and I know, like, how did it turn into this? I know, but this is just my memory. It's like, do you ever notice how if you see something like on the TV while you're jacking off, every time you see that thing on the TV afterwards, it reminds you of that time that you were jacking off? Well, that's what that commercial did when the guy comes on and says it blows right through him. I was like, oh man, last time I saw this I was jacking off. Except when I was jacking off I had the TV muted, so if that's any consolation. But yeah, so it blows right through him. Kleenex jack-off guy. So there's another one of my less, you know, appealing stories, maybe. Could you appear one more time, please? Can I just get you to, like, you can usually, like, if you shoot him right when the fire comes out, you can just get him to spawn right away. Instead of having to wait around here for biscuits to cook. I suppose I could have used super missiles too. Maybe that would be quicker. I don't know. I don't even care anymore though. Here I'm sitting here telling these jack-off stories. You want to hear another one? Because I have another one actually, but you probably don't want to think about someone like me doing it. See, the thing is though, the jacking off never has anything to do with the actual story. It's just that I remember the fact that I was doing it. Another example, I'll go and tell her what the hell. One day I was sitting in my bed in the morning, and I was like doing it in bed. And for some reason that morning, I just freaking couldn't get it up. Like I was, you know, I had the girl in my head, and you know, I didn't have any porn magazines or anything or whatever. I just had to use my imagination, and, you know, so. Anyway, poor me, right? Anyway, I'm sitting there in bed and I'm just trying so damn hard. And downstairs, Dad is blasting the stereo because it's like Saturday morning. So, he starts blasting Layla by Eric Clapton. Or actually, no, by Derek and the Dominoes. It was the old version, the one with the fast guitar where it's like... Anyway, it gets to the guitar solo that comes after the song. Holy gosh, the screw attack! Speaking of jacking off, y'all, I could have used a screw attack then, I guess. Anyway, wow. I can't believe I got the screw attack. What is left? There's nothing left. There's the X-ray scope, there's the charge beam, and the spring ball. You know? That's like literally it. That is all there is. Because I got both suits. I have all the lasers except for the charge beam. I'm not going in there yet. I mean, I could, but you know, we gotta... I mean, I guess I'm 100%ing this at this point. I don't know. Although I don't really need to. Anyway. Well, now, every time I hear that guitar solo at the end of that song, it reminds me of that morning. And what's worse is... You know how, like, every time something in a cartoon is tiny, it has a really high voice? You know, like, they just shrink Mickey Mouse, and he's like... You know, he's really real tiny. It's a tiny voice. Well, that goes perfect with how those high notes in that guitar solo and my tiny dick. You know, it's like... So every time I hear those guitar notes now, it sounds like my tiny dick whining about me, you know, beating it up. So, yeah, tiny things have high voices. They always do. It's just a psychological thing, you know, the tiny things have high voices, so... and I was dealing with something tiny and listening to a high-pitched guitar solo, so... I couldn't help but put two and two together, you know? Which I wish I could have put two of something else and two of something else together, but... Maybe I'm just getting too crazy now with my metaphors here. Ooh, even the plasma beam bounces off R2-D2. Nothing beats R2-D2. R2-D2. Like that's really R2-D2. Get over there. Get over there like Crocomire. Crocomire's gonna be a cakewalk too. Tell you what, man. So anyway, I felt like the commentary started out on this so good. I was actually talking about the game, I was talking about randomizers, I was talking about strategies and like predictions for how this was gonna go, and you know, like contemplation and speculation about, you know, the difference between this and Zelda and all that. And you know, 1 hour later, I'm sitting here talking about jacking off. It's par for the course with me, really, as you'll find if you decide to subscribe, which I really hope you do. But if you don't, I totally understand. Believe me. My God, do I ever understand it. That's an energy tank. I want it. So we need to jump up against the wall, and boom, there we go. Okay, there's one more over here. So we gotta be careful not to jump out the... Oh, well, there we go. That's easy. Just want to make sure we don't fall back out of the bottom of this, because we need to get the gravity suit still. Or whatever the gravity suit is in this run. It obviously can't be the gravity suit now. One of the 0.02% times in the game when you actually wish you had the spring ball. Was there just now, like 5 seconds ago, 10 seconds ago maybe. Okay, so what's the reserve tank gonna be? See, there you go, use invincibility frames to get your speed up. You can jump across this in no time. I haven't saved in a while, I may need to consider doing that. Why are you not? There we go. Go bowling, sir. Go bowling. I remember now why the controls are so fresh in my mind. With this game, but I can't really say. And of course, by saying I can't really say, that might actually give away where I played it recently. Oh man. But oh well, just leave that to speculation. Speculation. Well. Okay, so we're gonna see what this reserve tank is over here, and then we'll be good. Then we'll pretty much have cleared out the ship. Once we get the reserve tank and the gravity suit, then, I mean, I don't know, just head to Meridia. Hit up Norfair on the way. I keep like relaxing, thinking, oh, the music's gonna play now, so I can just stop, you know. Oh shoot, no. Zip. There we go. Nice. What we got? Another energy tank? Yeah. So we're filling up on the ends now. The ends. Never called them ends before. I guess I've never really been that lazy before, have I? Hey, I've been up for 16 hours. Give me a break here, man. No, I'm just kidding. More missiles. Yeah, whatever. So this should drop us off right there, and we'll be set to go. Except I'm not going that way, because there's nothing over there. We talked about this in my fake sequelitis, which if you haven't seen, go check it out. I'm just plugging everything today, aren't I? Myself. I need to plug myself after that fart earlier. Okay, there is nothing else over there, I'm pretty sure. Just kind of going over it in my head one last time. Probably would have behooved me to look at the map, but who needs a map? So where does that put us then? Back to Brinstar, I reckon. It's the only way to really go. Question is, well, no, this is okay. This will take us straight to Norfair. Let me just finish up in there. So we got the speed booster. We can go get the ice beam or whatever the ice beam is. Probably do that first. Well, oh man, there's like a well. No, we should do that first because eventually that is a dead end. Oh shoot! No, you're not in Norfair yet. Good God Almighty, man. Okay, we got what was down there, right? Yeah, because that's where we got the speed booster. How could you forget something like that so quickly? Oh, now that I have the screw attack, it's even better. So we got invulnerable. Falling through, baby. Gonna go to Gustman's. Oh, the rest of this game is such a joke when you have the screw attack. You know, in the first Metroid game, you could actually get the screw attack pretty early. You could get it within, like, the first half hour, or maybe even 20 minutes of playing. So, oh, now the question becomes, what order are we going to do this in? We can basically do it in any order we want. Let's just go with what we were planning on doing, which is go to Norfair first, get the ice beam, get the stuff behind it, and go to the right, get the speed booster, whatever else is up there, because there's a lot of shit up there, man. A lot of shit. A lot of shite, too. So, screw Muckball, we got this under control. We got it under control, baby. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, great. More stuff for the screw attack and the space jump to break. Yay! Of course, they can't break this, but you can if you do that. Whoa! Alright, beautiful. It's a very precise game, I tell you. That's why I love it so much, though. It's so responsive. Everything you tell it to do, it just does, you know? So we don't even need to take that top path out of here. We'll just go back through the way we came. Mainly because we have an alternate path to take down here. So I might end up hosting this while I'm away in Atlanta. Because I don't think I'm going to get enough Oracle seasons recorded to fill all that time. I got like 4 days here and I basically wasted today. Hang on. Crap, okay, we need to get that up there. And I can't stop these guys with the ice beam, you know, to... Shit. Dang it. Okay, alright. This one might be a problem, I don't know, it usually is. Well, if we just long jump it, or, I mean... Shoot! Can I jump when I land on one of those? Oh, so at some point the screw attack just, or not the screw attack, but the space jump, it just completely stops working. And once you, there we go, we got it, we're okay. You know, once you start falling too fast, you can't get it back, so you have to keep that timing going. That was my fault there, I just got a little frustrated, but anyway. Yeah, there's stuff all over the place in here. We'll just go to the bottom and work our way back up, because Ridley's hideout is off to the right. Oh, no. You never use a super missile on it first. Because he only backs like 1 pixel away or 1 block away the first time, no matter what you hit him with. After that, you can hit him with super missiles to your heart's content. Those will usually make him back up pretty good. No! Get in his mouth. Alright, we got you. One more, one more. Yeah, you're dead. Oh, now you're dead. I'm not gonna waste time watching you die. Well, maybe we will. It's gonna come under the lava, see him? It's so cute. But it's not. But it kind of is, but it's not. But maybe it is. I don't know. Boom. Okay, so this is where you would normally get the grapple beam. But because we're so awesomely outfitted right now, we don't even need to worry about it. Probably should have used regular missiles on that. We're running a little low on supers here. Alright, there's more missiles for us there. Alright, that was a save point up there. I probably should have, I don't know, hit it up. Oh wait, whoa, wait, there's something over here. Whoa, did I? Something hit me there, and it didn't, like, there was no knockback from it. Then it seemed like it was bugging for a second there. Wow. Careful with that axe, Eugene. Okay, that's one more energy tank for the road. This is weird, getting these energy tanks when you're not expecting them. Because in a normal run of this, you would account for those. You would say, okay, I can afford to damage boost a little bit here because I know an energy tank's coming up, but... Can I just... No, I knew it. I knew it. This is so much easier to just do this way, though. That's super missiles right there. Alright. So we can get some speed up here before we... Nope. It's okay, though. Good old gravity suit, right? Okay, so what has the grapple beam become? Super missile? Man, you know what just occurred to me, and I really should have thought of this sooner. This might actually be an incredibly boring playthrough to watch, because it's really not that much different than a regular playthrough. I just have all these powers that I shouldn't have. So in a way, it's sort of like watching someone, you know, use a Game Genie, stack up a bunch of experience in Final Fantasy, and then just blaze through all the bosses. Which, to be fair, that does have its own kind of appeal. I've always wanted to, well, sometimes I have done stuff like that. Back in the day, man, I'd grind Rydia up to level 88, and leave Cecil down at 15 or whatever. And then when she came to save us from Golbez, she really saved us from him, let me tell you. Bust his ass up. Shit, I did it again. I confirmed with B. I really wish video games would make up their mind which button is confirmed. Because in Danganronpa it's B. Well, the thing is, it's on the Xbox controller. B is where A is. So even though Danganronpa has the same confirm button that this one does, they're in different spots. So they're like, oh crap, you know. So that didn't take anywhere near as long as I thought it would. Little known fact here. These two blocks up here are speed blocks. See? Just one of those random things that you don't know if everybody knows, but you figure they probably do, but maybe they don't. If there's even one person that didn't know that was interested, well, then good, now you know. Wait a second, what are we standing on here? There's nothing there. Why is there a dot there? Maybe that's like an energy refill or something? I know there's nothing there. I mean, good lord. Just gonna keep going here. I don't really need this, but sure, I'll take it. What the hell? Gravity suit, man. That's why I ain't dying no more. We'll have to make sure and title this luckiest Super Metroid Randomized run ever. Basically what it is. Anyway, is there any reason I shouldn't do Ridley's hideout now? I mean, if I'm right here at it, you know? Is there any reason that I need the ice beam to beat this? I don't think there is. With the possible exception of those guys in the walls. But as long as I'm here, I should just go ahead and do it, right? There's one more power up over here, or is it a save point? It's a save point. Never mind. Alright, we're doing this shit all out of order. What the hell, man? Let Dragon be the final boss. Rid. Oh. Sorry, I'm not singing the words. I'm just gonna... I'm singing them in my mind, though. You may have your armor, well, I've got depends. Or I've got my depends. Oops. You may think you're something else, well, no, you're whack. I will beat your pair of tens with 3 jacks. You don't know what you're saying to me, and... Thank God. I really hate missing that one. I still don't have the charge beam, though. Actually, the charge beam is one of my favorite weapons to use against this guy, but otherwise we can do this. So he'll catch your super missiles, but you can hit him with them while he's holding it up in the air. Is he dodging those? Jeez. Second. I'm so used to using the charge beam on this guy that I never really considered there might not be other ways to do it. Yeah, he's not taking a hit from those at all. Crap. Man, well, tell you what, man. You know, let me see what this is up here. Dude, I had the... sworn I had the power bomb selected. Oh. I was hoping just by some miracle maybe this would be the charge beam, and it's not. Is there a certain moment when you can hit this guy with regular missiles? Because I'll tell you what, man. Even when he's shooting. So I actually... Do I, like, seriously have to sit here and wait for him to throw the bombs out and then just grind off of those? Let me see what happens. Oh, there they are. Get those. There's some more. Did you let me over there? I have to run through you. Okay, there's more good damage there. Good. Okay, hang in there. We're a little low on life here, though. Dude, don't do that. I can't believe he's not dead yet. Throw me some more. What in the world was that? Oh crap, I'm almost dead. Jesus. world are those, man? Ugh, great. I'm not winning this. Can you throw the... Okay, you can do that. Are you kidding me? Oh, the reserve tanks, yet again. Yet again. If it weren't for the reserve tanks, my death count now would be at 5, not 2. That's amazing. I did not expect to be winning that. Oh, where is that charge beam at? There's the spring ball. Well, you know, this had to happen sooner or later. It's like I said, though. You know, and I talked about this in Zelda, too. It only takes one item, you know. There's gonna be an item that is your last item. The last one that you get. It has to be something. And almost no matter, it's almost guaranteed no matter what it is, it's gonna be something important, something that you can use. You know, unless it is, you know, one of the very few, you know, dud items. I really should be picking up them super missiles. I think I will. You want to die? Thank you. Alright. Worth it. We're gonna have to watch our stock here, because if we don't get it back up before we get to Ridley, there's gonna be problems. There's gonna be problems, I tell you. And that just goes back up there, so we don't need to do that. That like goes to the right of where the, you know, entrance is. Oh, here we go. No. Get the speed up a little bit here. Wow, I've never done so bad in that room before. I used to take it all the way in this room, right? Okay, go up here first. Little thing we gotta get on the way down. I'll tell you what, man. The tricky part is that it's right over here. It's a missile like it was before. The only problem with this is now you have to turn around and go the other way. Take the long way out, but it's okay. God, I love the screw attack. Oh, just look at that. Everything in one hit, man. Everything. Everything in the world, man. Get that stock. Get them super missiles, especially. We need those. Okay, then we just go through here. We can come back down to where we just were. And I believe we go down. You can go down from here, right? See, this is what I mean. There's 2 rooms that do this. Oh, okay, we gotta go through this again, okay. Let's not slow ourselves down by hitting up against the wall here. That was much better. Much better than last time. There must have been a way out. Oh, okay, yeah. I know where we're going. Don't worry, we're back on track here. Oh, I thought I could... thought I could get a run jump there and maybe screw attack through that fireball. Kind of botched it. It's alright, though. Wow, what a lovely placement you had there. The ultimate lucky pirate. I need to be at least trying to get my super missiles back here, though. Because it's not like there's a super missile refill station around here. Fortunately, there's plenty of monsters to grind off of them, so... So don't you even worry your little heinies about that one. We do have a save point, too. Man, even with the plasma beam, these guys are ridiculous. But fortunately, we have Screw attack. They really want you to know that screw attack. They're not messing around with that anymore. They could not possibly have overstated how powerful that was. I mean, you go to somebody who's playing Metroid 1 for the first time and you tell them, hey, you're going to get an item called the screw attack in which you can jump through enemies, and it's going to be as powerful as 16 of the bullets that you have right now. That person's going to say, well, holy shit, that sounds like an awesome item. They would have no idea that the screw attack in this game is, well, puts that one to shame a little bit. Alright, through the river and through the boobs, here we go. And this right here alone, how many regular shots would those guys take? I want to imagine. I mean, technically, we could find out, but I'm not doing that right now. Because that would basically double the length of this playthrough, wouldn't it? Not to say this playthrough is short. I'm trying to exaggerate how long it would take to kill him. Alright, come down through here. Oh, Dell update. One update is ready to install. Isn't it always? Oh shit, you know what? I forgot how much I love. Okay, you don't need the charge beam though. Can you do your thing? Oh, I guess I need to jump over you, huh? And then he's gonna jump up and boom. Okay. Okay. Usually I use the charge beam on these guys. I forgot. You don't have to. I was about to freak out there for a second. So the trick with these guys is you kind of just have to, once they jump over you, try to get like right, well, yeah, usually they do that after they jump over you, and that's when they're vulnerable. And if you can hit them at just the right time as they're coming towards you, their invincibility frames will cause them to pass through you, and you won't take the extra hit there. So then you can just turn around and finish them off. Hopefully. I mean, probably not the first time. That's the kind of monster, though, you just have to fight it and figure it out. Because it doesn't make any sense to most people that I've seen. The first time they try, they're like, what the fuck do I do here? And understandably so, when they get to that room, I feel bad for them because I'm like, oh god, how are they ever going to figure this out? Because it's basically impossible to explain. But yeah, that's what I love about it. I guess that's how Smash is too, though, you know, because I've never even seen anybody attempt to explain the inner workings of that game, but wouldn't expect them to. There's a lot more to it than what you think when you first look. Ooh, shoot. I just remembered. I need to write down the name of that TV show. Everybody's talking about this new TV show that's supposedly like Lost. And it's called Westbound or Westwound or something. And it sounds pretty good, actually. Alright. I'm just grinding my suit. I don't even think I need them, whatever. We'll be okay. Well, that's the thing, though. No, I do need them, actually, because I'm not going to have the charge beam to fall back on if I run out of missiles. So I better be fully stocked here. It might not have been the smartest idea to do this first. Yeah, I hate that I can't just... Okay, now we got a system going here. Don't need energy. Do I? Oh, I must be putting it in my reserve tanks. In that case, go ahead and give it to me. But usually once you don't need something anymore, it stops dropping it. And it would stop dropping it if I would stop taking damage. That would be great. Pretty sure I'm not at 50 super missiles, but I have to be at least... I'm in 31. That means I'm at least 35, which is good. Probably gonna need every single one of them. I'll probably open up with the regular... open up. Like, what is this, a story? To open up with the regular missiles, you know? It's open fire. I'ma use these. I think I'm full because they're not dropping anymore, so they're not gonna drop power bombs. crap. Okay, I'm not wasting a super missile on this. I'm just gonna go with the 3 regs. Alright, wish me luck.